Hi, I'm Pastor Donna Wright.
I'm Pastor Scott Harper.
And we just kind of want to talk to you about the end of the year giving. I mean, everybody does it, but I want to say that Henry had a vision. And as you all know, we're carrying that vision forward. And that was always his heart to do that. He never wanted this ministry or our church to be just him be the focal point.
Yeah, even from the name.
Right, exactly. He would never let his name be necessarily attached to our name because he believed in multiplication. And he always raised people up. He was always thinking about raising people up all the time. And also, too, he was always thinking, years in advance. In fact, I think he lived in the
decades
future.
in advance.
Yes, in the future. And so I wanted to talk to you about your year-end giving because I really think that this is a time when we can give in a way we just hadn't considered. And it actually can set the pace for the whole year, or maybe years. And for myself, I have been really kind of considering, I don't know, God, I'm pretty sure God laid this on my heart, that he wanted me to actually increase my giving. I love to give. I absolutely love to give for the sake of giving. And I think that giving is better than receiving. But I'm going to tell you that since I've been giving, the receiving has been pretty amazing. Whether it's I sow in prayer, or whether I sow in finances or I sow in service, regardless, whenever I do that, a whole lot comes back to me.
Even before you think you're able to, a lot of times, I remember one of the first times I saw a woman ministering to a woman in a wheelchair who wasn't fully healed, ministering to a woman in a wheelchair.
So that's giving out of your need.
That's giving out of, even when you don't think you're at a physical place or whatever, in your service of that kind of thing. And a lot of times our giving is out of faith. If it's exactly comfortable, that's not necessarily giving out of faith.
You need to be stretched.
It's got to be stretched just a little bit.
You do.
And I want to kind of roll back just a hair. Okay. It's been kind of a crazy year or so.
Yeah, it has been.
And we're still moving forward. When Pastor Henry's vision didn't stop with him.
No, it did not.
And that was one of the things. It's like you have to continue this moving forward, and it's why he took the time and effort to bring us up as pastors. You've seen us talk on YouTube and on Facebook Live and different places to help that multiplication, to continue this vision, this forward progress. And this year alone, there's a lot of people who have kind of stopped because
of the uncertainty.
What's happening next?
Yeah,
and
the uncertainty.
This isn't how I planned and everything else. And our heart, and even what God has said, to always press forward. It's not about where you are right this second. Right. You're always looking forward to what he has for you next. And so it's
one of the big things that has happened this year, not that we hadn't already been doing part of this, but the online presence has really been needed this year. And we see that we really need to be prepared for the future. And to be able to have that real strong online presence.
And even look at areas to expand that. Not just, and I agree, yes, being strong, but there's also a point of still being able to expand and grow. It's what we've done locally here, but also in our online reality to give more options, more classes, more things that you get to interact with at a level that maybe we can't do it in person or whatever, and that's a huge thing to do.
And we need your help to do that, actually, because everything costs something, and so we would really like that for and that doesn't necessarily mean that's where your giving would absolutely go, but it certainly would help. It definitely would help. So what's really cool about this time right now in the year-end giving is it's doubled. Whatever you give is doubled.
And as we're looking
at that multiplication.
When you're looking at the 5-year vision and the 5-year plan of looking to expand the ministry and to grow it so that way we can reach more lives ever before. That goes everything from local in-house brick and mortar kind of things here, as well as the online presence as we were talking about, and being able to reach you at a level and a place that is even we haven't even thought about yet. And so part of that growth of that donation being doubled in and everything is still part of that 5-year vision to see us be able to reach and serve more people than what we have over the last couple of years.
And when I said earlier about increasing what I give, it doesn't mean that I'm looking for more places to give necessarily, because I already do give in a lot of places. I'm open to that, but I'm going to give more, okay?
Yeah.
It may not be a drastic amount more, but it's going to be more. It could be drastic. I don't know. We'll see what the Lord does and says to me. But I just want to encourage you to open your heart in faith to that. If you already do give, thank you so very much. I'm so grateful to you that all of us are, and God is too. But maybe you want to give more, okay? Maybe you want to give more. And those that don't give, trust me, this is a safe place to give. We are doing some amazing things. Of course, the Lord's doing it through us. It's not us personally. He just gives us the download and we just spread the love kind of thing. So I'm just asking you to really consider, especially at this time, doubling. I mean, whatever you give is going to be doubled. That means that's that multiplication, like we said. And so it goes a lot longer. It goes a longer way.
And every dollar that you put into it goes back to helping us reach more people, to bring those people back to a place of health by teaching of scriptures, getting to a place of relationship with God in a wholeness that maybe they've never experienced or ever touched or had that touched in their life before. And so what you're doing in how you donate into Be in Health is it just gives us the opportunity to serve more people. And maybe you've been out there, or maybe you're out there, and you've been touched by Be in Health. Somewhere along the way, God used us as the vehicle to get to you. And part of that gratitude, I know the things that God's given me, I get a better benefit of what he's given me if I start to kind of give it out and help somebody else do the same thing.
Absolutely.
So maybe Be in Health was that vehicle that God used to reach you in your life to a certain place. Maybe your donation, maybe that is your way of serving other people to help them get the same freedom that you have.
And also too, basically those that give help us keep the lights on, right? I mean, people that give, we don't belong to a denomination or any other group. We just are standing here in faith, believing God to meet the needs.
I recall back years ago, we went from metal chairs, metal folding chairs, and
very
it was
uncomfortable
with nasty cushions. But metal folding chairs, and it was through a donation at the end of a year that said, you know what, we got to change this up. And it blessed us because we had new chairs. And
I'm so excited because we had someone here that actually attended one of our programs, and they cried so much that we had good tissues and lots of them that they wanted to donate money to buy. I don't know if it was a year's worth, but it was something like that of tissues.
Supply of tissues.
That is fantastic. I mean, okay. So I mean, I'm telling you, these are the things that move people's hearts. So maybe it's moving you, I don't know.
And one thing, and I just want to, as one of the elders and pastors here at Be in Health Hope of Generations Church, it does touch us at such a great deal. With every donation that comes in, it really is something about in our heart that you would trust us and be willing to be even a vehicle and a outreach from God to us to help support what we're doing and what the Lord has put on our heart to accomplish for his kingdom. And so every dollar, every check, every whatever comes in, we are so grateful for. We may not get to give a little stamp thank you personally to every single person, because that would be fun if we could, but we are extremely and eternally grateful for everyone that does donate and everyone that does pray for Be in Health and Hope for Generations
And actually
Church.
How we look at it is if you donate to us in any way, shape, or form, you've joined the vision. And you're part of that vision. So again, reminding you, what's the date that they have
up till December 31st.
Okay. And remember, that's whatever you give is doubled during that time.
So there's somewhere either in the description or a button, you'll see a donate button or a link. Click that link. It will take you to our secure landing page website that you can enter in your information to donate to Be in Health and Hope for Generations. And again, we couldn't do it without you.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. We could not do this without you. So thank you so much.
Thank you.